Hey guys, Alien Sama back with another unboxing video. Today we have a long sought after beast form Eva-Unit 2 Evangelion product. This is from a series called Robot, the Robot Spirit. I keep wanting to call it the Spirit of Robots. The Robot Spirit. This is my first ever purchase of this product. I thought this was Reveltech when I first went to look at it, because, you know, Reveltech's pretty big with the Evangelion products, but it's not. It is the Robot Spirits. The Robot Spirits, yes. I was like, oh, is that its name? Yes, it is. So this is a used product, hence all the dents and whatnot, but the used product does come from AmiAmi.com, a wonderful place I buy most of my used products, actually all of it, and you can find the link to the website in the description box below. Their products are wonderful. They sell new stuff. They have pre-order options on their website. And their used section is amazing. It's so vast and it's so wide, and each product has a rating, like B box, A box. A rated items is top notch, practically brand new. Every time I've ever bought an A or an A ranked item, in other words, A box, A item, that means the box is in almost perfect condition and the item on the inside is nearly mint condition as well. So, if you're interested in that type of stuff, go check them out. But for now, we have this. I can't wait to get this open. I don't have any beast form of 02 yet, and 02 and Asuka Langley are my most favorite characters from the series. And it even comes with little buildings, it seems. So let's get this open and have a look. So here's the product still inside its container. As you can see, there are these little red pieces, which had originally the little tubings that stick out of the Ava's back on it. So this product doesn't come with a lot of parts. It's mostly for the figure itself. Some figurines that come out from companies, it's very about customization and being able to pose and have the extra pieces to go onto your figure. But for this one, I'm pretty sure it's just to be able to pose it, because just by picking him up, he's got some very nice joints. He seems to have joints all down his back and his legs. Even his toes can bend, which is great, something I like. And his head, yum, yum. I love it. I love his overbite. Oh, love his overbite so much. Oh. And hopefully, there are more Ava products from this company. Like I said, this is the first time I've ever purchased from them. But from just taking in the box, I already like the feel of them. So, yeah. So let's put all of his little back spikes on first. Look at all that. You need to put them on individually yourself. So the little red tabs I showed you before would have these on. You would just twist to break them off. And then we just stick them right in the back. What's even great is they're on a ball joint. These are on a ball joint, so they do move slightly. Alright, so we got all the pieces on. Something I noticed as I was putting them on is not all of them are the same size. The ones at the back are shorter and the ones up top are much longer, but that's not something you would have to deal with if you bought the product new, because you would have a pamphlet being like, hey, there's longer ones and there's shorter ones. Put them in the right places, please. So here we go. The other pieces we have is a badass tongue, which is awesome. He's got to have his freaky deaky tongue, so I'm assuming this little tongue comes out. Need some tweezers. Bah. Tiny little tongue comes out. Big freaky tongue goes in. Good thing your head can come off, buddy. Excellent. Bah. Jeez, that mouth though. I think a pair of tweezers would be best to put that in, because I'm pretty sure it's not seated completely. And of course, we have, we have two extra hands. The two hands that we have on right now are more of a landed on the ground pose, so the palms would be right against the floor, which is okay. And these two would be more of a grabby, like I'm coming to get ya, typical aggressive pose. And then in the background, we have the four sets of buildings, or four buildings, which is kind of neat because you can stack them and they fit together very well. And then you can have one building. It's just like Lego, and it's very well, or put together very well. Ooh. Sorry, Eva-Unit. This is like Lego, and Lego is the shit. Boom. There you go. That's neat. If there are more Eva-Units from this series and they also come with buildings, that would be awesome. Because then you can just, like, paint these little windows and detail it and have your own, like, to scale city. Will it go this way? No. No. But yeah, so there we go. The building. Now let's get to the figure and its posability. I'm very excited because, as some of you may know, I have a lot of Revoltech items, but I'm not a huge fan of the Revoltech joints. The Revoltech joints are just clicky, and they break. Not easily, but they break just because of the nature of them. They're two gears that go click, click, click. So they're going to break eventually, as opposed to smooth gliding joints. So let's zoom out and take a closer look. That is an oxymoron, I think. Alrighty, so here's our buddy. Just from out of the package, I already can tell he's very posable. As said before, this is a used product, so he may seem or appear a little more, not flimsy, but how joints get looser over time. So, let's stretch him out. Whee! Gracious. What a wormy type creature. Of course, Eva-Unit 2 in its beast mode is not meant to be standing up straight, very crouched over. So let's start with the head. As you've already seen just from me holding and fiddling around, it's got a very posable neck. The neck up here has a ball joint which keeps coming off. I'm not sure if it's because I don't have it firmly pressed on. But there is a ball joint and it sticks out rather far, so that's going to give us quite the bit of space to move. And then at the end of this, we have another ball joint. So we have even more flexibility. And that is extremely flexible. And then, of course, we have the wonderful mouth that comes wide open, practically a bear trap bite. And as you saw, the tongue can come out and be replaced with a smaller tongue, so it doesn't have a silly face all the time. And can this pivot? No. So his head can't go, like, way off, which is great. And, of course, with the tongue, his mouth is an overbite, so the bottom teeth are coming up in front of his face like a bulldog. Moving on from the neck, we have his arms, which have some interesting joints going on right here. So let's check this out. I've never seen this before. So, is this a joint? Kind of. So it's a joint. There's two ball joints, and it's giving us like, ooh, what just fell off on one of the things. It's giving us a lot of flexibility in the chest area, like a stupid amount. He can completely roll his shoulders forward. That is some intense shoulder joints. Whoa! That's freaky. So the arms are very, very flexible. I'd say this is the most flexible figure I've ever seen at this part of its body. I've seen figures where there's a shoulder joint that rolls back, but it doesn't roll back as much as these roll forward, which is ridiculous. The two shoulder blades can touch, actually, if you can see right there. Touch, touch. Ridiculous. So that's tons opposing, which is great because Eva-Unit 2 in this mode is just a nasty beast who just flexes in every which way and form. Tons of room, even though the pillars that are on... Plotters? Even though the tubes on its shoulders... Oh my goodness. Why? Even though the pillars on its shoulders are sticking out quite a bit, they don't get in the way too much when you're trying to pose his arms, which is great. There's just joints everywhere. There's a joint there, there's a joint there, there's a joint there. There's joints everywhere. Light them up. Don't do that. And then the rest of his arm is fairly simple. It's just a tiny little smooth joint, which is great. Can bend all the way up, bend all the way down, and then he's got his wrist joint. Like any other action figure. Well, I guess I can't really say that because some action figures don't have very flexible joints. And the hands easily pop off. Oh, it looks like the, what is it? The Sailor Moon SH Figure Arts ones. But I guess this is made by Bandai, I believe. Yes, it's made by Bandai. So, of course, some of the joints are going to look like other figures. And its hands are really squishy. They're not posable, but they're extremely squishy, which I find very entertaining. It's like cheap rubber. I wouldn't call it cheap, but it's more rubber than plastic. The hands. I think that's good because that means it's less likely to break the tiny little joint on his wrist. So those are the arms. Now moving down his back, which is an interesting area because there's a joint every few pieces. So we have one here. Oh, we have one here. Oh, then we have another one and another one, and that's all of them. Look at that. Oh, his head came off again. I wish I was that flexible. That would be an amazing time. I would never need a partner in life again. If you know what I mean. No. I know the Eva-Units have a long torso compared to pretty much anything you'll see in action figure form, but the flexibility they gave this particular one is insane. However, the flexibility it has forward completely 100% is compensating for the fact that he can hardly bend backwards. But like said, he's not supposed to be standing upright, and he shouldn't be able to bend backwards anyways. But if you're really needing to bend backwards, you'll just have to knock him over. Moving down to the legs. The legs have lots of room to move as well. This whole joint is opened up to move in any which direction you need. And something I'm very pleased with is despite this figure being used, and despite the smooth joints compared to Revoltech's revolving gear joints, the joints don't seem to have faltered in their tightness. Yes, I do pull the action figure apart quite a bit, but that's the whole point of me doing these videos. This isn't it necessarily breaking, more so you can't be too rough with it. It'll come apart, but luckily the type of joints they give us on these action figures, everything can easily snap back together without breaking, which is nice. Because it won't always be an adult that plays with these, and not every adult has the precisioning of an artiste. Even though I draw and sculpt too, but I still manage to pull everything apart. Moving on, we now have the knee, which the knee is very flexible as well. Can bring the calf right into the thigh, which is great. And then we come down to the foot, and the foot is extremely flexible as well. As you can see. Whoa. It's like a praying mantis. And then the very simple toe joint. Even the bottom of the feet are detailed. Usually don't see that on some of the products I bought of Evangelion. But this product is great. I'm so happy to finally have a beast mode. And I know a few people who are watching my channel right now and watching this video, they're like, yes, finally, Evangelion products. Thank you. Because I know a few of you exclusively subscribe to my channel because of all my Eva products. And maybe one day I'll show you guys my collection. Maybe. I don't know. It's not huge, it's big, but it's not gigantic. I don't know. You can judge if I ever see it. Comment below if you'd like to see my Evangelion product or a tour of my house to see where all these products that are getting unboxing are going. Woohoo! So that's basically it for this unboxing video. The Robot Spirit. Robot Spirits? Robot? The Robot Spirits. Not the robot's spirit. I'm very happy to have this in my collection. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thumbs up the video. It's highly appreciated and helps my channel and encourages me to do more videos more often for you guys. We'll see you guys next time. As always, peace out. Alien Sama out. Bye-bye.